What's up, people? We're about to bottle up some Honey Country Pilsner. We got our fermenter here ready to go. We got our sanitation solution in here. We got our bottles that we're about to put in. We already got our caps in, and we got our filling tube already soaking. So we're gonna get the bottles in. We got our capper here also, and our fizz drops. So my wife busted me and repossessed her plant stand that I was using to elevate my fermenter. So now I've gotten creative, used some ingenuity, and discovered that a 5-gallon bucket turned upside down works just as good. So there we go. I knew it was just a matter of time before that was going to happen, but it's okay. All right, so we're going to get all these bottles in here. We're going to let them soak for at least 5 minutes or so. We got an iodine and water solution in here. That's what we use. And it works really, really good for us. And it's cheap. Save some dollars. Gosh, it's been a while since I've bottled. I got this batch to bottle and one other batch, and in a couple weeks I got a keg some beer that I brewed, so be on the lookout for those videos. Alright, so they're all in here, they're all soaking. I'm going to let everything soak for 5 minutes and then we'll start pulling everything out. We'll see you back then. Alright, we're going to remove our filling tube. It's soaked for quite a while now, so we're just going to get all the fluid out of it. That's good. And we'll go ahead and get it hooked up to our fermenter. And we'll just drape it over the top so it stays out of the way. It doesn't touch anything. There we go. All right, so we got to get all our bottles out. I went ahead and sanitized 12 of them. I probably won't get nowhere near 12, but you never know, so I always sanitize 12. Usually I get 10 or 11. This Pilsner, it turned out pretty clear, but not super clear. I actually ended up leaving this in the fermenter for 3 weeks. Time did not permit for me to bottle it when I was supposed to bottle it, which was 2 weeks after putting it in, but I don't think it's going to hurt it. 1 more week is not going to make a big difference. Alright, got 2 more in here. We're going to let these air dry for a few minutes and then get all our caps out. I did 12 of them also. We'll just let them all air dry. Give it a few minutes and we'll be back and we'll start bottling everything up. Alright, so our bottles have air dried and so have our caps for a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put in all our fizz drops before we start filling them up. Most of the time these will go in really easy. Every once in a while you'll get an odd one that does not want to go in. And of course you want to make sure your hands are as clean as possible when you're doing this. Mine have been stuck in a bucket of sanitizer, so I think I'm safe. All right, so we got one in each. Now we're ready to start filling our bottles. So first thing we're going to do is get our airlock out. We don't want it in there. And I want to turn on our spigot. And start filling. I think I'm going to get roughly about 10 bottles out of this. That's what I'm estimating. If it seems like it's filling kind of slow, just up and down your filling tube just to make sure the plunger's like all the way in. Sometimes it gets kind of stuck, the plunger on the bottom of your tube. And we're going to fill this all the way up to the top. When we pull out, we should have the right, correct amount of head space. Yep, looks like 10 is going to be what we're going to get here. Might not even get 10. Gosh, it smells good. This is one of my favorite beers. I really like a good Pilsner. Nothing like a light, crisp, refreshing Pilsner. This thing smells awesome. Can't wait to try it. That'll be 2 weeks. If I wasn't filming, I guess I'd be playing some music right now. Maybe AC/DC. Got any AC/DC fans out there? AC/DC is a great band. I saw them when I was a kid. I was probably 16 or 17 years old. One of my first few concerts that I went to. Saw them at the Carolina Coliseum in Columbia, South Carolina, with a big group of guys from school, and boy did we get ourselves in trouble. Gosh, I want to think, back then I think the drinking age was 18, and most of us were under 18. And we were partying it up in the parking lot. And of course, we got busted. Fortunately, they didn't take us to jail or anything. They just made us pour all the booze out, which really sucked. But by then we were already pretty well lit, so it didn't much matter. It was probably a good thing. Matter of fact, I remember it was probably 10 or 12 of us. And I remember there was one or two that got so dang drunk that they didn't even make it into the concert, ended up sleeping in the car. And it was hot too. It was in like August or September. Man, that was, I know they felt pretty nasty. But yeah, we weren't drinking beer, I'll tell you that. It was all hard liquor. What else are you gonna drink at an AC/DC concert? But man, that was a good time. Had floor seats, sitting back, maybe 8 rows back, right on the aisle. And the singer, Malcolm Young, gets up on, Angus gets up on the singer's shoulders. I can't think of his name. Brian something. But anyways, he gets up on his shoulders and he's playing the guitar, and they walk out in the crowd and they come right by us. Man, it was crazy. Cool concert. Man, those guys sound great live too. One of the best live bands there is. And they're still rocking it. A few of them have passed away. But great band. Their music's so timeless. Even today it sounds good. All these years later. Gosh, that's only 6, and look how much is left. This is not good. I'm not gonna get 10. I might get 8 or 9. Wow. That's really surprising because I might have to tilt this for a minute or some. Because I actually brewed with 1.5 gallons of water. For some reason, it really boiled down. Normally, I'll get about 10 beers, but I don't think I had quite a gallon with this batch once I got done. Trying not to get that crud off the top of the fermenter. It's looking like maybe 9. That's what it's looking like. Maybe 9 beers. It's been a while since I've gotten that few. Usually I get 10, sometimes 11. I don't think I've ever gotten 12. Trying not to get all that crud. This is probably going to be the last one I try to get out of this. Got some air in the filling tube here. Just trying to pull up particles. I can see it coming. This is going to be my last bottle here for sure. Whenever you get particles picked up in the tube, like I was telling you earlier, to lift up and just push back down, sometimes that will take care of the clog that you got. And there's just not, I don't think that's enough to get another bottle out of it. And I don't want all that nastiness, so. All right, so we only got 9. Kind of disappointed on that, but it is what it is. So we're gonna cap them now. We already got our fizz drops in. Everything's done, so we can just start putting our caps on. And I filled these pretty full, so now I've got to where I always do that now. It's the proper way to fill them. Fill it all the way up to the top, stop, and when you pull the tube out, it's gonna be the proper amount of headspace. It's been a while. This doesn't feel as natural as it usually feels. Usually I'm like plugging away at this real fast, but gotta get back in my groove. Haven't done hardly any bottling in a long time. Hopefully this one turns out nice. We're gonna come back in 2 weeks and we are gonna open one of these for you. I'm gonna pour it in a chilled glass and we're gonna try it. See how it tastes. And hopefully it's a wonderful honey country Pilsner. I have brewed this one before and it turned out really good. One of my favorite brews. All right, that's it. Got 9 of them bottled up, so we're gonna put these away, box them up, 2 weeks. We'll be back and we'll test one out. All right, we are back and we are going to be opening up this Honey Country Pilsner and pouring it into this frosted glass. Exciting. So let's get it cracked open. Slight hiss, didn't sound like it was overly carbonated. I can smell it already. I can smell that honey. I tell you, I love a good Pilsner beer. It's like it's got good carbonation. It's got some good bubbles there. Nice and clear too. And I love it when a beer comes out nice and clear like that. Yeah, I can see all the bubbles. Man, it's got really solid carbonation. Take a look at that. Look how pretty that is, how golden that is. Honey Country Pilsner. Oh man, you can smell it. Just a Pilsner, and then that honey in it. Just a nice, clean, crisp. You can taste it when you smell it. But it looks awesome. Turned out great. Can't wait to taste this. Oh, you can actually taste the honey in it. So smooth, very smooth. Oh, that's really good. That's like taking a Miller and turning it up about 10 notches. Great beer, Honey Country Pilsner from Northern Brewer. I'm very happy with this. I love a good Pilsner. The only negative to this whole thing is I only got 10 bottles out of it, and I just opened one and I only got 9 left. So this is one of those recipes that I really need to make in a 5-gallon batch, so I have a lot of it, because I could drink this every day. Now it's not super clear. There's a little bit of cloudiness to it, but it doesn't look bad at all. Turned out better than I thought. My Pilsners never have a lot of carbonation. They're kind of light. They turn out always lightly carbonated. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the amount of nutrients for the yeast in it. But I've never drank one that was super heavy carbonated anyways, even the production one. I could drink that all day long. It's just so good. And you can taste the honey. You can smell the honey in it. It's just, it smells and tastes like a Pilsner should be. Alright, so I'm going to continue to enjoy that one. But I just want to remind everybody, check out brewingdaddy.com. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. You need to subscribe. We're going to keep showing you how to make beer. And it's hard to believe, but we're coming up on a year in March. Brewing Daddy's been around, I guess, 9 months now. But in March we'll be a year old. And we've been thinking, we give away merchandise all the time, but I'd really like to give away a starter kit to somebody that hasn't brewed before and wants to get into it. Just like the way I got started a year ago, it was about a year ago. But I'm gonna be posting a video with more details of what we're giving away, so be on the lookout for that. But we're gonna give away a starter kit, have everything you'll need to brew with, and excited to do this. I'll give it away in March, so we'll have a way for you to enter into the drawing for it. And we'll draw it in March on our 1-year anniversary. Some lucky subscriber will have a chance at that. Exciting, exciting. We still do our monthly giveaways, so don't forget to subscribe. You'll be included in those. But anyways, check out brewingdaddy.com. Check out our sponsor, More Beer. That's where our beer starter kit that we're going to give away is coming from. Like I said, we'll post some more details. We'll put up a video showing you what we're giving away. But check them out, More Beer. There's a link in the description. Also, like us, subscribe. Check out our Facebook, Brewing Daddy. Same thing, Instagram, Brewing Daddy. And also, heck, we're on Pinterest even, under Brewing Daddy. Just search Brewing Daddy. Twitter, Brewing Daddy. We're everywhere. We even got a TikTok. Check that out. All right, people. Thanks for joining us. Peace out. Have a good one.